Hey guys, so today we are celebrating Fortnite's birthday late by doing a bit of a marathon of videos where we basically just discuss the seasons. And you might be wondering, why did I group together seasons 1 through 4? I guess you could say the beta through 4. Now, those are considered like the most OG seasons by a lot of people, but not only that, they are sort of the seasons I didn't really play. I did play season 4 a lot. That was my first season. God. That was my first season. However, I really only played it at a friend's house, and even though I downloaded the game on my Xbox, in season 4, I didn't actually play it on my Xbox until season 5. Yes, I am an Xbox user. Make fun of me if you want to. But yeah, anyways, so my story doesn't necessarily begin until season 5. However, you'll see how, what I'm going to talk about with these seasons. I'm basically just going to discuss them. So season 1, it was not the best season, but I would say my first memory with Fortnite, and this is one that I know you guys might not believe because a lot of people don't believe it, but I have witnesses, and that is that in 6th grade, it was early September, so it was before Battle Royale's release. We were in science class. It was the first day, and some kid was basically like, "How is this class gonna help me out?" And I know this does not sound like Fortnite at all, but basically, so some kid asked the teacher, he's like, "How the heck is this crap gonna help me out with the real world? I want to be a game developer because that's what every like 6th grader wants to do." And most don't, but some hopefully will, because game developers are cool. But anyways, and then the teacher basically said that her son is a game developer who is working on a game called Fortnite. Now, at the time, Battle Royale was not actually out, and I will actually leave the person's name, Darren Sugg. If you look up Darren Sugg, yeah, that's right. He was a creative director for Save the World, I believe. He's one of the creators for Save the World, and that was cool. And I remember I looked up the game, and it was only Save the World at the time. It hadn't really blown up, and I didn't have much interest in it, if I'm gonna be completely honest. But today we're talking about Battle Royale and Season 1 in Battle Royale. So, of course, we cannot talk about Season 1 without talking about the OG map. My opinion, not a super good map. I would say in terms of like older maps, probably the best one is the Season 3 map, as it's before like OG locations started being taken away. But let's be real, the original map, while it's a classic and I don't hate it, it's literally just a field with a couple little towns. We didn't even have the Season 2 map update. At least that actually made the map really good. But before that, I'm not complaining. The map before that wasn't bad. I would actually still love to get to play it one day. But it is not the best. And I really hope that if they bring back the old map, they actually bring back the one from Chapter 1, Season 3, post big Season 2 map update. Tilted, Shifty, Junction, Haunted Hills. I think you guys already know what I mean in terms of like the massive map update. But yeah, Season 1 was before that, and Season 1 was at a time where nobody really knew if the game was gonna succeed. So, like, at the time, nobody was really talking about skins, but of course, for the years following, the Season 1 skins have basically become like classics. I don't even think I need to talk about it anymore. There was Skull Trooper, who everyone thought wasn't gonna come back, even though it was a holiday skin. So it's like, I was watching one of Ninja's throwback clips, and he was like, just wait for the holidays to come. They're not gonna release in freaking, summer because it's a winter, not a winter, it's a Halloween skin. Um, so yeah, I remember Skull Trooper, Ghoul Trooper. Then there was also Renegade Raider, Aerial Assault Trooper. I think Recon Expert, not Recon Expert, Recon something. And then there was also another skin, I think, that was the first one to get re-released. There was like a girl with like a, I remember she had like a blue outfit, I think, like with a blue bandana. I'm not sure if that was in season 1 or season 2. I think that was season 1. But yeah, I remember this season just because of a lot of clips, like a lot of old clips. I remember back in season 5 and 4, I would watch a lot of the big Fortnite content creators react to their first games. And as you can see from the gameplay, this is actually from the beta, where also a lot of those like first game videos came from. Because you could see like grenades didn't even have a texture, like an image in your hotbar. Like that's crazy. Yeah, overall season 1, it doesn't look like a bad time. Everyone was a noob. There's not that much building. It does not look like a bad time, but overall the map did improve in the map update for season 2. However, I would love one day at least to get a playable version of the OG map. However, like the OG map. However, if the OG map like actually returns like full time in chapter 3, I'd rather get the post big map update map from like late season 2 than the OG one. Because the OG one, the one that you're seeing footage of, it has a lot of those cool locations, but besides that, it's a field. Gotta accept it. It's literally just a field. Now, time to talk about the legendary season 2. Now, season 2 might have just been one of the best times for innovation in Fortnite. Not only did we get the first battle pass, which even as it's the first battle pass, and it really holds up as a strong battle pass compared to the other dozen battle passes, even though it only has 70 tiers. Overall, not only just the battle pass, but eventually we got the map update. We also had the Christmas event, and I know, after experiencing the 2 newer Christmas events, Winterfest in 2019 and 14 Days of Fortnite in 2018, and overall just Season 7 in 2018, since that was winter themed. But believe it or not, like during Season 6, I remember thinking, how are they gonna top it? Because in Season 2, for some reason I really like how they put the lights on the bushes. It sucks that they didn't do that in Chapter 2. But, Christmas trees everywhere. And they were originally actually gonna put snow on the map. Like, imagine if they actually, put snow on the map in Season 2. That was their original plan. And overall, I think that if that happens, that just would have proved that this season was ahead of its time. And I don't necessarily remember that many updates in terms of guns. Of course, there was the snowball launcher with that winter event, and overall just the battle pass, the winter event, the map update. I remember in that same class where I was talking about the whole not creator Fortnite, but where I was talking about Darren Sugg. That, it was crazy because I remember around that time, I still did not know what Battle Royale was, Fortnite Battle Royale. But I remember my friend Lewis, or Attrax, he has a tendency of deleting his channels, but if I'm able to find his latest channel, which I believe was called either Attrax or Attrax, I'll put a link to it in the description if I can find it, if he didn't delete it, because he tends to do that with all of his channels. I remember he was like, oh my god, the new map is really cool, and at the time I didn't necessarily understand what he was talking about, but it's really cool to watch as the timeline went, because at the time I didn't know what he was talking about, but now I'm like, he was literally talking about one of the most influential updates in one of the biggest games of this time, which is Fortnite, and that's just really crazy. Season 2 later on is also when I learned about Battle Royale, Fortnite Battle Royale specifically through Spacey's old video, Noob Plays Episode 2, Fortnite, and I remember I still didn't necessarily understand the gist of the game, not until Season 3, but still, by the time I played it with him in Season 4, I still didn't even know the controls or that much. Yeah, Season 2, it was just a really great time. I really wish I played during it. It was a great season looking back. Looking back onto a season I didn't play, it was really good. Of course, there was Double Pump, just like in Season 1, I didn't mention that. And we'll talk about that later on, especially in Season 4. But yeah, Season 2, just overall, looking back on it, even though I didn't play it, it was just a big season, especially for its time. The second season, it somehow managed to be even bigger than some of the seasons we get now, and it still had that indie feel that old Fortnite had, where it sort of felt indie, felt like the Epic Games was always listening to its community, and it just overall it felt great. Looking back as a looking back as a Fortnite fan, the Fortnite community looked better than ever in Season 2. Alright, so now we are talking about Season 3. Now, Season 3, I have a little less to say than other seasons. I think we should talk about the Battle Pass first. It was a solid Battle Pass, but I'm gonna pull out a little unpopular opinion here. Now, if you didn't know, Dark Voyager was actually supposed to be the Tier 100 skin, but John Wick became the Tier 100 skin, or the Reaper. Unpopular opinion, it should have stayed the original way. The John Wick skin probably would have still became a meme, but we just would have gotten a better Tier 100 skin. I'm sorry, I don't think the John Wick skin is a good Tier 100 skin. Just don't think about the fact that it's John Wick and look at it. It's literally one of the most bottom tier 100 skins that have ever existed. Worse than Vendetta, in my opinion. Not worse than Lux, but definitely worse than Vendetta. Maybe a little higher of a tier than Lux. But anyways, besides that, Season 3 is sort of when, I'm surprised a lot of people aren't talking about this, though. I feel like Fortnite really tried to flesh out the rarer items in the game, the rarer guns. Because I believe before, it was literally only Golden Scar, Golden Sniper, Golden Rocket Launcher. Then in Season 3, they added a new shotgun to be a golden shotgun, the heavy shotgun. They added the Deagle. They added the minigun. And it really felt like Fortnite was fleshing out their legendary weapons a bit more, adding a bit more variety to the more rarer and more the guns that you want to get in your games, more powerful guns. Also, the map, the only new update that we got was basically a new new graphics. A slight graphics change to the map, and also just the coloring of textures. And then also we got Lucky Landing, which apparently was supposed to divert players away from Tilted. Did not work out. Also, we got the meteors at the end of the season, which technically was the first live event. And also, this is when I actually I remember Spacey back in the day, who was Cooper Studios. he actually did a live stream at the time, and I remember I was hyped watching it, and I still didn't necessarily understand what Fortnite Battle Royale, like how it played, the objectives in it besides to be the last man standing. Didn't necessarily help at the time. He was quite a noob.
What?
Sorry, Spacey. But yeah, overall, Season 3, it looks good. It looks good from what I know. I've heard a lot of stuff from Season 3 that is praising it a bit too much, though. Like, I feel like Season 2 was way more of an influential season for Fortnite than Season 3. I feel like Season 3 is just when Fortnite started polishing itself. It still felt a bit like that indie, it still had a bit of an indie feel to it, and they still listened to the community, but it started to look and feel a little more professional, with the way that they did the battle pass, the cosmetics, the locations, the graphics changes, the weapons, the pinging, and the messages coming in, which is completely irrelevant. And yeah, anyways, now let's move on to Season 4. What the hell is going on? Alright guys, I'm sorry about my computer fan in the background, but now we are talking about Season 4, which is actually the first season that I played in, and I'll leave a link to my first two Fortnite videos. One of them is one of Spacey's videos, and one of them is one of mine. I'll leave a link to both of those in the description below. And yeah, let's talk about Season 4. I don't know where to start, but I guess I'll start with the map changes. There was Dusty Divot, which is one of my favorite spots. And then there was a whole lot of smaller map changes. We got Risky Reels, we got a whole bunch of meteors everywhere. We got like a movie set in Moisty, which was one of the weirder Fortnite storylines, was the whole movie thing, and now it actually linked to the storyline with the Visitor. We got the Heroes Mansion and the Villain Lair, and one of my personal favorites, the disco place over by the factories next to Flush Factory. And yeah, overall that one disco place, I loved that. And when I saw that that was added in Season 4, I was both happy and also kind of sad, because they're most likely going to add the Season 3 map if they ever bring back the OG map. So, I guess I will not be revisiting my favorite disco place. But in my next video, which will be my Season 5 memories video, I will actually take a listen to that disco music, because I've not heard the music from that place in ages. It's gonna be super nostalgic when I pop on some headphones and look up that music. The Battle Pass, I like Carbide, and mostly I love Omega, but besides that, it's greatly overrated. It's one of the worst Battle Passes, actually. The squad leader, Battlehawk, Zoe, Valor, literally those 4 skins, the other 4 skins, no pun intended, they're horrible. They're utter and complete crap. I hate them. The Battle Pass for Season 4 is greatly overrated, and that's a fact. Something I forgot to mention in Season 3 was Fortnite Mobile. I remember just the craziness of everyone wanting a code. Of course, we know 10 seasons later what happened to Fortnite Mobile, with it getting banned and such. Also, Season 4 started adding some crazy and cool items, like impulses. We got the Hop Rocks, the Clingers, all sorts of crazy items that we got in Season 4 that I really enjoy and made the game better. Then, of course, we got that live event, the rocket launch. Before that, the teasers. Also the Thanos Gauntlet mode, which at the time I didn't necessarily understand. And honestly, I'm not sure if a crossover that simple could be, like, appreciated as much as it was back in the day. but I'll tell you one thing, that was one of the best crossovers ever. I get that the end game LTM completely just blew it out of the park, but being able to play as Thanos in solos while I never did it, it just looks amazing. I wish I did it. And yeah, Season 4, Chapter 1, definitely a classic. I'm pretty sure the Pro Amp also happens with Ninja, Marshmallow. It's a whole bunch of stuff in Season 4. It's when Fortnite really started to hit mainstream. Yeah, that's basically all I need to say about Season 4. Kind of going quickly through the seasons. Another thing is that it removed Double Pump, and here's a video of an old YouTuber I watched talking about Double Pump.
I felt like I was going to go into Season 3 as a new player, getting rid of those bush tactics, and I would become someone who can use the shotguns very well. And that didn't quite happen. I got home from school on the day of Season 3, and Double Pump felt weird. It wasn't the same at all. It was slow and basically unusable. How nice is that? This didn't directly ruin the game for me, but why would I get used to something and then have to not use it? It sucked. I still played pretty often, and I still enjoyed the game as a whole. I just wasn't, happy with some of the things that they did. It didn't really make sense to me why they would add something in the game, keep it in, and wait for people to get used to it, and then just take it out.
But I'll be honest, I really think he's just whining. Double Pump, while it's not like a hack or anything, it was never intended as a feature. Pumps were never supposed to be used like that, and while I completely support the Double Pump, I think it would be really fun to see it come back. What? It's not a feature. They didn't just make the pumps intending for them to be like that. They nerfed that. At the time, I kind of thought it was dumb, but now I realize, yeah, they nerfed it for a good reason, and people are still mad about it. But honestly, my opinion on YouTubers that quit Fortnite back in Season 7, saying that Fortnite died back in Season 7, I kind of think you're dumb. I don't really have respect for you. I guess Season X and Chapter 2 seasons aren't as good, but man, if you were back in Season 7 saying that Fortnite is dead, then I don't have much respect for you. However, I do enjoy some of this guy's other videos. I can't help but find this one whiny. Yet again, I will try to leave a link in the description. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. Of course, Season 5, one of my favorite seasons, coming up next. These videos are going to take a while to edit, so please smash that like button and hit subscribe. I know I sounded a bit cringy there, but I'll see you guys later. How did I forget about these things? Okay. Don't let me forget about the shopping cart. I remember I was in school once, and there was a whole bunch of people in the computer lab that were watching the trailer for the shopping cart, and we're freaking out. Now, I also remember people talk about playground mode. People thought it would break the game because people are going to be able to train more. But playground mode didn't do that. Creative mode did that. Playground mode was fun though. I do have a lot of funny memories from it. And when it returned in Season 5 and I got to play it, I had some really funny 1v1s with friends, and sometimes my friends and I would go into public lobbies and just troll people. I would love to do that again if there still are public lobbies for Battle Labs now. Because Battle Labs basically just recreated playground modes, only it's 3 hours. And then there's the jetpack. I have very, very nice memories of the jetpack.
Oh, what's that? What is this? Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a jetpack! It's a jetpack! Yes! Yeah, yes! Wait, no, it's trapped. It's trapped. No, it isn't. No, it's not trapped. It's not a trap. I believe not, sir. My good, fine sir. That's what's good. No.